What's up, guys? I have been extremely busy, as I always say when I do these updates, but I got a bit of an announcement to make. Since last year, I have been planning on this big plan, and something got in the way and really slowed me down. I became depressed and almost just gave up. But I decided to keep on trucking because I made a promise and I'm going to keep it. So, as you know, in one of my previous videos, back a couple of years ago, I got my associates in accounting. I tried applying for jobs here in Connecticut. You know, as all people do, they always try to start their career in the place that they grow up. But I just couldn't find anything that paid enough. And when I did get an interview, somebody with more experience came along and eventually got the job. And I just don't feel like suffering and sitting back for a whole year, maybe 2 years, just trying to get good pay after all that work I did in college. Even somewhat decent pay. Everything is minimum wage now, even professional jobs. Unless you're a CEO, you're broke. So I decided last year to go get my teaching English for foreign language certificate, which I got with Oxford Seminars, because it's really the only TEFL certificate school that we have out here in Connecticut, which is really sad. Such a tiny state, we don't have jack. So it was like a hybrid class where I did half online and half in class. I got the certificate, so I am planning on going to another country to teach English for foreign language. I got offers in Cambodia and Taiwan. So instead of flying out from here, as you know, I do Uber and Lyft full time, and I do really well with it. I make good money. A lot of strategy behind it in order to make good money. But I decided instead of flying out from here, I'm going to move one account to another state, like New York, do Uber while I'm here, while I'm waiting for that to approve. Once it's approved, move to New York, move the other account there. Then as I make my way across the state, move Lyft or Uber over to the other state, which would be like Pennsylvania, and wait for that to clear, then move there. You know what I mean? From state to state to state till I get out to the West Coast. I'm going to be spending some time in Ohio with family out there. My little brother, my nephew, who I miss a hell of a lot, my mom, who I miss a hell of a lot. So I'm going to spend some time with them, and then I'm going to keep going out. Either keep going to the West or see if I can get some good deals flying out from Ohio. So during that time, I'll of course be living in motels, Airbnbs, maybe even sleeping in my car from time to time. I've already tried all scenarios, and I am sleeping better than I ever did back at my home. Best sleep I ever had. I swear to God, I've never slept so good. And by the way, I'm sitting here eating Sweet Frog frozen yogurt. Love this stuff. This is the NSA, no sugar added, cheesecake flavor with little cheesecake bits on it, but I don't think they have any cheesecake in it. I think it's just like cheese flavored kind of cake. But I love this stuff. It's so sad that it's kind of going out of business. But anyway, that's my plan, and I'm going to vlog it. And you know, there's a lot of people that wonder whether or not you can travel across the United States. I love trying to do videos, and people always park right next to you. Even when you're in a totally empty parking lot and you're the only one on the other end, somebody has to park right alongside you. I don't know. Ugh. But anyway, that is my plan. Now, there's a lot of people that have had questions online about whether or not you can do it. You can do it. I may have to change my driver's license from state to state, but so be it. There's a lot of people out there, everybody knows somebody who moved to Florida for like 2 or 3 months, moved to another state for 2 or 3 months to be with family, went back to a northeastern state. You know, you can do it. And I make good enough money. I just got to keep my car in good maintenance. It's a Volkswagen Jetta 2015 sport model. So I've got to, you know, the parts are pretty common, but I usually have to go to a foreign mechanic. Not always. So I'm going to be doing a lot of research on exactly what I have to do. So that's my update. I want to get back to eating my ice cream because it is melting already. It's strange. Last week it was like so freaking cold I had to get a blanket. And now this week it feels like the middle of summer again. Oh, and I'm going to try to get to the Retro Gaming Expo, which I think is this weekend. I think they said it was like the 29th and the 30th. So I'm going to try to get to that again. I really love that show. I'm going to miss it when I leave Connecticut. But, oh, here's a little rant for you. One of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to this is Connecticut is the greediest, most expensive state for no freaking apparent reason. I can understand New York. Look at the population, that little tiny area, that little part of that state of New York. Then you look at Connecticut. We have like two cities, New Haven, Hartford, that are really not that dense with population, and they're not even that well known. The only thing that makes them even somewhat attractive is the fact that they have two popular colleges, UConn, Yale. Central isn't popular. It's a great college to go to, but it's just not well known. So I don't know. Connecticut seems to think it's the freaking capital of the United States. They just came out with this new thing where they're going to tax food. We got the lowest population density in one of the tiniest states of the United States, and it's always like the top 5 most expensive states in America. It's freaking insane. You know, the old Connecticut, the Connecticut I love, when I grew up down on the shoreline, you can get a house that was falling apart on the beach. You know, you'd have to fix it up. Even if you had to rent it, you can get cheap rent as long as you fix it up. You had a nice place on the beach. Nowadays, no, if you got a shed in somebody's backyard and there's a beach nearby, you're probably going to spend like $2,000 a freaking month just to use the shed. It's become an investor's casino here in Connecticut, and they're making the same mistake that New Jersey did. You know, let's add a crap load of casinos and pile on the money. Let's add tolls so we can keep getting richer. Our politicians can get so rich that they have to go out and keep buying properties to ensure their family and their future is so rich that they don't know what to do with all their money. And then let's start taxing food. Now they're going to be taxing prepared foods in supermarkets with a restaurant tax. The stupid thing is that restaurants serve food, prepared foods first, and may sell products on the side. Stores, supermarkets sell products and use those products to sometimes make prepared foods, which usually gets chucked out because nobody really likes it. Well, they're going to up the restaurant tax 1%, and they're going to start applying it to prepared foods. If this state needs this much money, maybe we need to demote all our politicians. Maybe we need to down their freaking pay. Okay, every single Connecticut politician seems to own crap loads of unnecessary property, and they're just making the property more expensive. So I'm sick of Connecticut. This isn't the Connecticut I grew up with. I love old Connecticut. This new greedy Connecticut, forget about it. It's going to go the same route as like New Jersey did, where they're going to have abandoned buildings. It's already happening. They're going to have roads falling apart, already happening. They're going to have crime rising, already happening. Connecticut is going to fall apart because of greed. Greed always destroys everything. So I look forward to living in New York for a little while, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and if I can't get a good deal from flying out from Ohio to Asia, then I'm just going to keep moving to the west. I got a lot to show you guys out there. I can't wait to explore some more. I've got some friends to hang out with one more time, though. I'm going to miss them very much, but I've got to make my life better in the future rather than worrying about just today. So that's a quick update. Already gone over 9 minutes, so I got to get back to my ice cream. It's really melting. Sorry, frozen yogurt. I'll see you guys next time, and I will start working on videos. Talk to you soon. Bye. Why am I talking to you like you're on the phone? See you guys soon. Bye.